and we're just gonna go all the way across. And this is where his friends are gonna start joining him, right around here. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on Clevercraft. And you guys loved the first episode. Thank you for all of the support. And don't forget, if you do like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to see all the future things. Now, this is our house, the abode of Xogue. And those of you who have been around for a while will know this is a common thing for me, on servers at least. Now, there's been a few changes here around spawn, and I wanted to show you a little bit of them. This is a 50 thing. 50 Walrus has been doing this, and basically this is the very, very general outline of the spire that is going to go in the center of this place. It's going to be magnificent once it's finished, but it is going to take a long, long time. It's big. So that's a thing. Then we have a house over here, which was here in the last episode, so we're not going to check that out. Let's see. We have a full enchanting setup. I'm not sure what you saw. I don't remember what was here in the last episode. Full enchanting setup with a happy birthday, which I have the day actually marked. It's a thing, but in any case, it doesn't really matter. Farms over here, the big circle, the wall circle thing, I don't think was here. I think this was being made at the end of the last episode. You might have seen a little bit about this then, but yeah, that's 50's place. This is our farm stuff, which is getting a little bit, I don't know, bigger maybe with some of the trees, and then a lot more colorful with some of the sheep, which is really cool. It's how I got my light blue bed that's in my house. And then this guy over here, this is a newish build. You haven't seen this yet because I don't remember ever checking it out for sures. This is, I think, the shrimp tacos. I think. I could be wrong. He doesn't have it signed out yet. So, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. I have a one level thing. Everybody else is like multiple floors and stuff. Mine's just all one floor, which is a little bit but it's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with that. Now, what I wanted to work on today is actually a little bit of a something over here underneath 50's place. And in the beginning, in that big before the first episode, before my first episode, and there are episodes out by some of the other guys. Nobody else is on at the moment. But some of the other guys do have like the whole string that we did right when the server launch. That's the words I'm looking for. The server launch is recorded by some of the other guys. Description links in the description if you wanted to check that out. I know Andy has the entire thing. Andrew Indy has the entire thing in one big long video. If you're interested in seeing that, go check that out because I'm actually watching that. It's paused over on my other monitor. So that's a thing. But during that, we found this little guy down here. This is a dual spawner that I've been digging out a little bit. And it's pretty cool. We're going to do something with these guys today because I'm saying English that isn't English. I'm combining words together. That's kind of weird. That's a thing. I forgot to get a second bucket. That's what I needed. We need to get a second bucket. But yeah, we're going to do something with this. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, but I do need to put in the water sources. They're going to be pushed off the edge down into here and pushed down over onto probably this block right here. Why this block? And that's because it's outside the 9x9x9 range that these guys have. If you don't know, if there are more than 6 mobs inside a 9x9x9 area centered on the spawner, then they will not spawn more mobs. So we need to get them out of the area. So the elevator that's going to raise them up and then drop them a certain number of blocks so they're all one-hit kills and that kind of a deal is going to be right here. And that way it's outside the 9x9x9 range of both of the spawners. But I do need to get that set up. It's going to take a while, and it's going to be made out of cobble. The room itself is going to be decorated, but inside the spawn rooms may not be. They're going to be dark in there anyway. You're not going to be able to see anything. But I do need to get things going-ish, and that's going to take a little bit. It's also going to take a second bucket that I was mentioning because, well, I kind of need a second bucket for this. So let me go ahead. I'm going to get some more things prepped out a little bit, and we're going to see about getting this thing done. Okay, so I've set up a little bit of the groundwork here. We have the water in. I have those guys going into this right here. which just goes down. And over here, I can't put in the bounding boxes because if I do, then any zombies that come right here to this edge will be stuck. So they need to make sure, I need to make sure they fall off and then go over here, which is going to create scenarios where one zombie is going to come from this direction and one's going to come from this direction. And as soon as he gets high enough, and the other zombie is going to knock and push his legs over, and he's going to fall out, and then the other zombie is going to go up. But that's the lesser of two evils. It's just kind of how it's going to work. And I was thinking about this. We're actually really, really close to the surface, which is kind of good and kind of bad. It means we don't have to travel very far, but there's only a few stairs before we get to the surface of this place. So we can't go up 20 blocks. So I'm thinking of alternatives for how to get these mobs to the right health. And one, I'm thinking maybe we don't need to, but then I think we do. I don't know. I'm really not sure, but I do know that if we're going to put any extra mechanics, we're going to have to do it over here, because I can't do it over here, right? Or over here. I could do it this way, but this is kind of the entrance. So they're going to have to come all the way over to this side, which it's kind of not good, just because it's going to take a while for them to go up the water chute place thing. I guess maybe I could alter the water channels, but then these zombies are just going to have to travel even further anyway. Right now, they're kind of coming to the same central place. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? I think I am going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this guy push across, and it's going to go all the way over into here. And then down over here, it's just going to drop down further and further. And maybe... yeah, no, I can't really do a water chute that way. I don't know. I gotta organize some things, because then I can have the water chute go into the wall a little bit, and I know that it's like outside the range of this guy. It's not going to be a big deal. You know, this whole sign situation isn't going to be a problem. None of that's going to be a problem. They're not going to, I don't know. They're just going to be right in line, and it's going to be perfect that way. And they're a lot closer once they go up to go over into whatever it is that I set up over here. So, I don't know. I think it'll be kind of okay. It's still not going to be very good, but it'll be kind of okay, I guess. I don't know. I got to do some work, though. I got to reorganize everything. No crap. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I believe everything is set up how it needs to be set up. But we're going to test it out. Okay, so zombie falls at the furthest part away from this thing. Oh no, not pushing any buttons. And we're just going to go all the way across. And this is where his friends are going to start joining him, right around here. So we're going to have extra spawns. And then we just keep going all the way. And right around here, they swim automatically. So I'm holding spacebar right now. There's a little bit of a hitch down there. I don't know what's causing it, but hopefully that doesn't cause them to drown. They're going to keep holding spacebar right there. And there we are. I'm jumping steadily right now. So they're going to fall right down in this hole. Now, it's only a 1x3 hole. We do have max entity cramming. I didn't turn that. I didn't tweak that. Nothing's changed with it. So it's still 24 entities, and we're going to leave it on if we can. Because in the future, it's going to help us out with certain resource collection. We can just let mobs pile up, like bones, for example. And we can just AFK there, and we'll just get all the bones forever. Yeah, so these guys are going to be here. Now, the idea that I actually have for a crusher-type mechanism is actually not to use a crusher. What I'd like to do instead is use pistons back here. And what's going to happen is... ooh, that's a curious question, actually. How will that work? Basically, we're going to have two things. We're going to have slime blocks, which we don't have enough resources for, and magma blocks, which we don't have enough resources. Well, I could go to the nether and get them, but chances are we'll end up dying if we do that. So it's probably not a good idea to try to go that close to lava without like elytra or some means to get fire protection or something along those lines. We'll probably just end up killing ourselves. But what we can do is we can have pistons back here extending those blocks. So on one hand, you have the slime blocks, which won't hurt them. They'll actually bounce, which is not good, but they'll eventually stop bouncing, I think. I don't know if that's going to cause a problem or not. But really, that's only so you can pull the magma blocks back. So when you want them to be killed, you can push a lever and, you know, well, first you flip a lever over here somewhere that will stop them from coming in. And then you push another button over here that will retract the blocks, basically, so they're standing on magma blocks at that point in time. And then they're going to take a lot of damage. And it's going to be timed and everything. And after the appropriate amount of time, however long it is, I'll have to time that out and test it. The blocks will be pushed back out. And I guess it could be slime blocks here. You could have whatever here. No, that wouldn't work either. It might have to be a dual piston mechanism. So we actually... No, but see that in the wood. I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can make this work, but at the same time, the only way it would work is if the magma blocks were right here all the time, like when you're slashing at them. You would never be able to get anything, and then they'd be standing on slime blocks, so you wouldn't be able to pick up the items unless there was hopper minecarts beneath it. So... I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. We're going to have to find something else to do with these guys. But for now, they're going to be manual kill. We can't really do anything because we don't have the supplies for it. We just need some kind of an XP grinder so that we can actually do it. If we have to kill them all manually with, you know, a sword, I'm sure the guys are going to hate it. But I think it'll be okay. Eventually, we'll start getting the sweeping edge and everything. It'll be easier and it'll be fine. But... for now, it's just kind of eh. I'm also not going to decorate this place yet. I want to see if I can get into some kind of a collab with 50 while he's decorating the path. Because if we go back out here, if we go up top, it's raining right now, so keep that in mind. But if we go back out here, this is actually right behind 50's place. So I wanted him to go ahead and decorate the entrance. And if he's going to decorate the entrance, then we need to go ahead and follow that same theme as we go down into this place. So I told him he can have free roam with the entrance, and maybe we can hop in with him when he's doing one of his streams, and we can kind of collab on the design of the thing. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can hook up with him here in a little while and see what's happening. But that won't be this episode. That'll likely be the next one. I'm not sure when he streams, but I'm pretty sure it's not quite yet. Anyway, so I need to go ahead and actually turn this guy back on. We're going to see... exactly where we're sitting as far as how well this thing's gonna work. Yeah, no worries, buddy. No worries. He's actually... he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Feel free to, yeah, read that if you want to. Anyway, so we need to turn this guy off. I actually need to go ahead and break all the torches and do that. Also, right here is going to, for now, be... probably nothing, actually. They can't shoot at us, so we don't have to worry about that. They're not going to spawn up on top of these blocks or anything like that, so we're safe. But they are going to try to track us, which is going to be bad, actually. Let me go get some more stone. I'm going to mine some more stone. By the way, I got some diamond stuff. I got a fortune. Wait, whoa, I got a fortune pick. Closer. There we go. I got a fortune pick. My first enchant on the server was a diamond pick that's got fortune, efficiency 4, and unbreaking 3. It was epic. It was great. So that's where all my diamonds came from, and then I got diamond tools and everything. And then silk touch was shortly after that. So I got super lucky with my enchants. I just need to make sure I keep these guys alive. But I think what we're going to do is I'm going to harvest a bunch of stone so that way we can cover up these walls. Right now they're going to be empty. Not empty, but just kind of... he's got some kind of role play sacrificing going on. You gotta watch what he's sacrificing. It better not be me. Anyway, so yeah, I just need to go inside. These window porthole things are just going to be filled with regular stone for now, just so they can't track us and they don't try to prevent themselves from getting in there, because that can cause a little bit of a bottleneck and probably be somewhat problematic. But let's go ahead and see about breaking these torches, and then we're going to see about filling all the holes up, because obviously you got to do things in the right order. So let's go over here. We're going to do this. This stone is going to disappear once I'm done. But this is basically how I do the torch breaking, okay? Here's, you know, a little tip, maybe not even a tip, actually. for you is that mob spawns actually are less common around the outside of this thing. Now, granted, right now you might see it just because of the fact that it's like the only spawnable space. There might be a zombie coming in here in a minute. I'm not sure. But if we do this... I'm missing all the stone. I wanted to keep as much of the stone as I could. Now you're going to start seeing some in the corner, but it's still not very common. It can spawn instantly right now. If it were pitch black, it would spawn instantly, but it's not because they're less common around the outside. Oh, crap. You know what? We're just going to break my own rule here real quick because I forgot to do something else. This is why they're not spawning. Something would have spawned by now. Boop. There it goes. There he is. There we go. Okay. Good. Anyway, I kind of want to go down there and get those, get the things, but that's not... Nope, not gonna happen. I'm not going down there with baddies. Let's go ahead and break you. Here, here, here. Break you. Now it's really dark. And break you. There's the darkness. Yep, go ahead. Try to path to me. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. So we're gonna break you, and this stone right here is going to be nothing but... It should actually start going over there here in a minute. Hopefully. If everything is okay, they're going to go... Yep, there he is. There's the first one anyway. And we got the noises. The noises are probably a little loud. So there's number 1 covered. We just need to get the second one here in a minute. I need at least these guys so I can cover this hole and get to the second guy. Bloop. There we go. So now we should have plenty of mob spawns in there. We're going to go around the opposite side this time since we have easier access over here. Hopefully I don't forget to do what I gotta do as far as the torch breaking is concerned. You know, when you're recording for YouTube, I don't know, kind of breaking the fourth wall here. Let's use some andesite because that's what I have on me. It's kind of difficult sometimes, and actually this is something that Andy taught me. And it wasn't, oh, he died already. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. We have the death counters and everything. But when you're recording, the silence isn't bad. I feel like I have to talk all the time, every second of the video. And it's really hard to judge when it's okay to be quiet for a little bit. And Andy does it really, really well. Andrew Indy, by the way, that's who I'm talking about. I should not be breaking this with a pickaxe. I could accidentally break the other thing. Although it's only efficiency 3, so I think it would take longer than just a little click, but I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know exactly... how it's hard to tell sometimes. Like if I were just quiet for a second right now, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be a bad thing, but I feel like I have to keep talking all the time and it's really weird. But Andy does it so flawlessly. He's just quiet at times where it's okay to be quiet. He doesn't even try. Oh, let me get it. Let me get it. Yes! Got it. Perfect. I don't want to do andesite though. Give me the regular stone. That's not at all what I wanted. Okay. You are completely pitch black in here, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are. I'm pretty sure we're good to go there. Look at you. So now we're getting a whole bunch of zombie spawns at least. Like, it's functional. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to be epic right now. It just needs to be functional. That's the bottom line at the moment, is that it's functional. That's it. That's all we're looking for at the moment. And it is. It seems to be anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and let them build up. They're probably going to build up and... I don't know. Look, they're already going in there. That's really, really good. I like that. So there we go. So basically the stone is eventually going to be probably slabs. We're going to end up sticking some slabs in there so we can see a little bit better. Granted, it's still dark, so you're not going to see much. But it's something. And then we got to come in here. Like, we're still hitting all of them. This is why I like the 1x3, because you can hit every single mob in here. Now, granted, it'll take a long while, but eventually we're going to start killing every single one of them in here. It's just going to take a while, because we don't have the sweeping edge enchantment. There's some of them. And then here's some of this stuff here. So it does happen. It is okay. Come on. We just need that sweeping edge enchant. As soon as... Ow. Stupid thorns. Oh, now somebody else is going to pick up the thorns, too. And because we don't have sweeping edge, we're repopulating. Well, I wouldn't say as fast. Come here, give me all that stuff. So we don't... The thorns. Projectile protection, projectile protection. We didn't get the thorns. Thorns didn't drop, so that's fine. And apparently... Oh, where... Oh. Yep, this is why it needs to be... This is why mob spawners are kind of... Or zombie spawners are not so great, because you have the... What are they called? Social zombies. The social zombies are kind of a thing in this. So we gotta watch it. We really gotta watch it. And lighting it up doesn't even do anything. You just gotta watch your back when you're in here doing this kind of stuff. But it is what it is. I mean, we're gonna end up getting some social zombies probably out there more than likely because it's the darkest spots. I think it still searches for the darkest, but it'll still spawn if there's nowhere else in the light levels. I'm just not 100% on that. But we can get our experience now. It'll take a while. It'll take a long time probably, but we can get what we gotta get. And that's the bottom line. Now, I gotta hook up with 50 and see what he's gonna do with the entrance. See if he even got my message about that, because I don't think he did. But it is what it is. That's about all the time I have for the episode. The server now has a very, very, very primitive XP farm. We can at least get some now, which is good. So that's the thing. But if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you. Peace out.